What do these three things have in common? Transgender activist Dylan Mulvaney scoring a sit-down interview with the President of the United States and asking if state governments have a right to prevent kids having their genitals surgically mutilated. Tanya Plibersek snorkeling the Great Barrier Reef and pledging to spend $1.2 billion to save it from climate change. And Rishi Sunak becoming the new British Prime Minister. Well, they are all symbolic of how big, useless, self-indulgent and unrepresentative Western liberal governments around the world have become. Let's take them one by one. The United States is suffering the worst inflation in decades. Its economy and global status is in possibly terminal decline. Cities are being overrun by crime and homelessness, and the President finds time to talk to a man whining that some states won't allow kids to undergo radical and unnecessary genital surgery. Australian Minister for the Environment Tanya Plibersek flies on a plane powered by oil to Queensland, fangs out to the Great Barrier Reef on a diesel-powered metal boat, puts on some diving gear made from oil byproducts, and promises to spend your money protecting the reef from something that doesn't exist, but if it did, it would be caused by the very industry that got her there. And Rishi Sunak is the new Prime Minister of Britain, who was elected by neither the people of Britain nor even the ordinary members of the Conservative Party. He's also an acolyte of the World Economic Forum who thinks fossil fuels need to be abolished and wants to introduce a central bank digital currency, the type that could easily be controlled by an authoritarian government to control your consumption of food, travel and whatever else it deems contrary to the common good. Ordinary people didn't ask for any of this, but it's still foisted on them. Tonight's federal budget is another example. A federal budget is meant to outline the government's plan for the forthcoming financial year. This one doesn't do that. So what's it for? Well, it gives new federal treasurer Jim Chalmers an opportunity to renege on the promises his party made only 6 months ago in a federal election and theatrically announce his government's real agenda, the one you weren't allowed to know about when you were deciding which party to vote for. Remember those promises that wages would keep in line with inflation and that your power bills would go down by $275 a year? If you believed them at the time, then perhaps Chalmers' conciliatory promise to flick you a refund on childcare and pay for 6 months parental leave will help soothe your disappointment. The most galling thing about it all is their faux sincerity.